Hello and welcome everyone. It is time for Jim Comics Top Picks for New Comic Book Day this upcoming Wednesday, March the 6th, 2019. Looks to be another good week with some more good books coming out. Wednesday, best day of the week. Christmas every week. I love it. I wasn't able to get a haul video out this week, so I'm going to incorporate a little bit of... I'm going to run through some of the books I picked up before I get going into my top picks, or what I'm looking at, my top covers and top picks and stuff, and then as well as spec books, so... Might run a little longer than normal, but hopefully not too much longer. I want to thank all my subscribers. Really appreciate taking the time to watch my videos and send me comments. It's awesome. It's because of you guys my channel's grown, so thanks so much. And my comic shop shout out this week. One of my subscribers, Scully C, asked to give a shout out to his shop, Comic Realms in Bismarck, North Dakota. There's an image on the screen of the building. It looks like they're down in the basement. It says it's lower level, so I'm guessing you go in the door and down the basement. But looks like a cool shop. There's some images on the screen of the inside there. They got pretty good wall of new stuff, and then they got some key. They got a rack of like key books. Man, I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. They're all raw too. They're not graded, so you're gonna get probably some decent prices on those. Their phone number and address is down in the comments. If you're in the area, stop by, say hi, set up a pull list. Check them out. All these shops, they make money by selling you comics, so if you want some comics, stop in there and say hi. So Comic Realms is my comic shop shout out today. So I'm going to run through a few of the books, like I say, that I picked up this week. Got Ice Cream Man. Man, you can't go wrong with Ice Cream Man. What is that, number 10? Yeah, number 10. I only grabbed the cover A. I didn't have, they didn't have the second cover in my shop, so that's alright. I love the series, but got my Spawn 294 cover A, the Virgin cover B, and then the black and white cover C, and that's got that new Clown Violator shows up in there, so that's a good one to get. And last one of the independents I got was Honor and Curse. This is one of my picks of the week this week, and boy, is that one taken off. Holy crap. Low print run. It's by that Mad Cave that put out Knights of the Golden Sun. It's a pretty good story, actually, and the artwork's pretty good, so I'm going to keep going with that one for sure. I'm really enjoying that one, so really, man, I hope well, what day is it today? It's Saturday, so by now most of you hit your comic shops, but hopefully you're able to get a copy of that, because that's a really good one to add to the collection. Oh, and before I get going, as you can tell, I got Umbrella Academy in the background. I've showed these before, but Free Comic Book Day on the left, that is your first appearance of Umbrella Academy. Boy, is that book ever shot up in price. I recommend it. It's over a year ago. I hope you guys jumped on it when I recommended it. But anyways, that is a great one to get. This is issue 1, first print of the first volume, and then this is the limited variant for issue 1 of the first volume. All those are great ones to get. If you come across those anywhere, pick them up, because man, that series is so good. That's probably one of the best series I've watched in a long time. I think it's better than Punisher by a long shot. It's really good. And that kid that plays number 5, man, is he outstanding. He is really good. But anyways, that series is awesome. So those books, boy, get them if you can find them. So babbling on here. From DC, I picked up only a few from DC. I got Action Comics 1008. I'm liking this Leviathan storyline, and they're kind of knocking off all the gangs and stuff, so it's pretty interesting. Picked up Detective Comics 999, last one before 1000. I thought maybe we might get a little cameo of Arkham Knight or something in there, but nope, it's just storyline. But anyways, and the big one from DC this week was Old Lady Harley number 5, and that is a great book. Funny thing is, the print runs on these have been really low. It's a 5-issue miniseries. Number 1 was, I think, around 20,000 or just over 20. The last couple issues have been around 15, 16,000, so I wouldn't doubt this one's in that same 15, 16,000 range, so it's a really low print run. And it's a pretty key book, because you've got Joker, Old Man, well, the geriatric Joker, but the big thing for me is that Harley and Joker had a baby, and the son shows up in here. It's not just Joker's son, it's Harley's son too. So it's Harley and Joker's kid shows up, and you never know where that's going to go down the road. So, boy, I get a copy of that book. That is a really, really good one. That one kind of caught me by surprise. I knew the geriatric Joker was showing up. Didn't realize his son was going to show up, but that's a good book. I know a lot of you have picked that up. I've seen your comments on Instagram and stuff, so that is a great one to get. And then from From Marvel, man, I was at my shop. I was going through the rack, and there was an Immortal Hulk #9 sitting there on the rack, so I got it for cover price. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, okay, well, I'll buy that. Picked up a second printing of Venom #9. That is your first full appearance of Dylan Brock. That's a great one to get. Second print of #10. That's the one where they take the blood sample from Dylan Brock when he's in the hospital, when he takes Eddie to the hospital. And while he's there, he gets the blood sample drawn from it. And I was able to get the original artwork from Stegman for that page where they draw the blood, because that's going to be a key thing coming down the road, in my opinion, because I think they're going to use that blood to who knows what they're going to do with it. But something else is coming from that. So if you haven't got 10, make sure you get #10. Savage Sword of Conan #2. I don't think I'm going to keep going with this. I bought this one. It's an Alex Ross cover. But I like Conan the Barbarian. I don't like this Savage Sword too much. I'm probably going to drop that one. Superior Spider-Man #3. I bought that one because it's your first full appearance of him with the cosmic powers. He kind of gets rid of the powers into this little machine or whatever, but the powers are still locked away, and who knows what's going to happen with it. So anyways, good book to get. Spider-Man #16. I haven't been liking Spider-Man too much. It really feels like it's been treading water, but I'm liking this Kraven the Hunter storyline. And his son shows up in this one, and it's leading right into this whole hunted storyline, so I'm definitely going to keep going with that one. Daredevil #2. This was a good book, because this one had your first full appearance of Detective Cole North. He showed up just as a cameo in issue 1. But he's made a full appearance in here, and he ends up, well, I don't want to tell you what happens in the end, but anyways, I really think he's going to end up being kind of like Jim Gordon is to Batman. I think Cole North will be to to Daredevil. I think they'll be working together. So I think that's a key book to get, in my opinion. Last one I got from Marvel was Avengers No Road Home #3. I got cover A and cover B, and I think I said this was your first cover appearance of the whole Nick Sinner family, but it's not. I looked at cover A of issue 2, and they're all in the cover, so it's not. But it's still a great cover. I love that series. And next issue looks like a good one. We'll get to that in a bit. So, anyways, that is that for my stuff from last week. This week, from Amigo, looking at God of Badman #2, just the one cover. I was under the impression this series was ending, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I didn't mind the first one. I thought it was okay. I'll give it a shot with #2 and see if it gets any better, but I'm going to try it out anyways. From Dynamite, Obey Me #0. There's a whole bunch of covers. I'm probably just going to get cover A. It's kind of a war between heaven and hell, and it almost sounds, it's kind of got a Ghost Rider sound. It's got this girl who's got this demon dog, and she goes around collecting souls and stuff. Sounds a lot like a female version of Ghost Rider, but it sounds pretty cool, so I'm gonna take a read of that. From Image, you got Die #4, 2 covers for that one. Kind of upset with myself on this one. I bought issue #1, and then I didn't buy the next couple issues, and boy, I wish I'd kept going with that one. But anyways, I'm going to pick up #4 for sure, and I'm going to try and find the back issues of that one. From Keen Spot, you got Fartnite #1. It's obviously a parody of Fortnite. This is one I would suggest you pick up if you find it, because I think that one's going to do pretty well. Whole bunch of covers for that one. I'm only going to try and grab cover A probably. There's a ton of different ones for it, but yeah, if you can find that one, it'll probably be a low print run too, so definitely try and get that if you can. From DC, Doomsday Clock #9. You got 2 covers for that. Boy, this series, I wish it came out a little quicker than it did, because it's every couple months you got an issue coming out. But anyways, I love it. It's good, so definitely picking that up. Green Arrow #50. I don't normally buy Green Arrow at all. There's 2 covers for this one, but at the end of No Justice, Martian Manhunter gave the Green Arrow a secret box that had the power to destroy the Justice League. And apparently in this issue, the box is opened up, so I guess you find out what's in it. So I definitely want to buy that, just because I'm curious as hell and I want to know what was in it. So anyway, it's #50. I'm just going to grab cover A, but it looks like it's kind of a good issue to get. Harley Quinn #59. There's 2 covers for that one. I know Chew's been doing these B covers, and you got another nice Harley Quinn cover there. But don't expect the price to go skyrocket on this. If you like the cover, buy it because you like it. If you don't, if you expected it to be $30 by Thursday, not going to happen. So Anyways, Justice League number 19, 2 covers for that one. Only going to grab cover A because, man, some of the B covers this week are just terrible. And I don't like this Justice League B cover at all, so I'm only grabbing cover A. That's it from DC, not a lot from them this week. From Marvel, Avengers No Road Home number 4, 2 covers for that one, and this is the origin of Nyx, the Queen of Night, so it's going to be a good one to get for sure. Avengers number 17, 2 covers for that. Looks like Blade's taking a lead role in this vampire storyline, so that'll be a good one to get to. I'm not sure about this next one, Champions number 3. I'm going to flip through it when I'm at my shop because it gives the impressions that a new villain may be showing up in there, so I'm not recommending it, but take a look through it when you get to your shop. Just flip through it because I'll buy some Champion stuff, but I'm not a huge fan of it. So anyways, there's 3 covers for that one. Buy what you like if you're going to get it. Conan number 4. Man, I'm liking this Conan the Barbarian. I mentioned it a while ago. I'm not a huge fan of Savage sort of Conan, but I like this Conan the Barbarian, that Crimson Witch and those creepy kids. Cover A is a nice cover. Esau Ribbich cover. And then cover B is that really nice Mark Brooks Villains variant with the Red Goblin. And it's funny, the Red Goblin is starting to come up again in images and all this kind of stuff because, you know, it's only a matter of time before he shows back up in the Marvel world. You're not going to put all that effort in the Red Goblin and just have him disappear. He'll be coming back at some point. And most likely in this... Donny Cates is doing this new storyline in the summer with all the symbiotes and stuff, so more likely he'll show up there, which wouldn't surprise me at all. And then for Conan, there's also an incentive cover C for that one, which I'm not going to get. I'll just get A and B for that. Cosmic Ghost Rider Destroys the Marvel History number 1, a whole bunch of covers for that one. You buy what you like. I like cover A. It's a Zafino cover. I know one of my buddy Justice for Comics, he'll be buying that one for sure. He's a huge Zafino fan. And the one I really like is cover C. It's, I think, a 1 for 10, but it's an homage to Fantastic Four number 49. That looks really cool, so I want to try and get that one if I can. Deadpool number 10, 2 covers for that one. I'm going to kind of throw a spec book in here real quick because this one is... I got to go back to Deadpool number 1 for a second, and you'll understand why. Right at the end of Deadpool number 1, Deadpool's sitting around reading the newspaper, and nobody likes him, and he's like, oh man, I need a cool backstory. So he's like, well, maybe I'll be science will make me smart and powerful, and he's like, no, nobody will believe that. Then he's like, well, maybe I'll be bullied in school and get bit by a spider and turn into Deadpool. No, nobody's going to believe that. And then, he's like cosmic, he crashes and turns into Deadpool, no. And then he's like, well, there was this one time when I came out of a movie theater, walking down an alley with my parents. Of course, it's obviously like Batman. And then it turns out he was the one who actually killed the parents. This isn't just some random story he came up. He's like, oh, actually, yeah, no, that was me. I killed those parents. Gee, I hope that kid's all right. And then on the last page, you get these guys getting the crap beat out of them, and good night is written on the wall. So if you haven't got a copy of Deadpool number 1, you might want to grab one because issue number 10 of Deadpool is going to be your first full appearance of Good Night, that character that he kind of more or less created by killing the parents of that kid. So Deadpool 10 this week looks like a really good book. So try to pick that up if you can. Domino Hot Shots number 1. That comes out this week, and that's your first appearance of that new all-female international team. It's a dangerous crew of international women. So you've got Domino, Black Widow, White Fox, Atlas Bear, Outlaw, and Diamondback. And I'm going to grab a copy of cover A. It's written by Gail Simone, and she's the one behind Birds of Prey. So you know what's happened with Birds of Prey and everything else. So this is Marvel's kind of their version of that, so that's a good one to pick up and throw in your spec box because you never know where that one's going to go. Immortal Hulk number 14, 2 covers for that one. Gorgeous Alex Ross cover. Then you got your variant there. I'm not a big fan of the variant, but for whatever reason, that one seems to be sold out. But, I mean, what do I need to tell you about Immortal Hulk? If you're not buying that one, just like Venom, you shouldn't be buying comics. So, anyways. A couple other books. I'm not going to pick these up, but there's some interest in them. Ziggy Pig's Silly Seal #1. I mentioned this one a while back. There's 3 covers for it. If that's something you're interested in, take a look for that one in your comic shop. And Star Wars, the Darth Vader Dark, that comes out this week as well. I showed these, there's a bunch of covers for it. A and B are the kind of the ones I like, because A is a really nice cover, and it's an homage to Frank Frazetta, Death Dealer sitting on his horse. So that's a really cool cover. And then cover B is a nice movie image. I'm pretty sure that's from Empire Strikes Back when Han's getting dropped into the carbonite there. So, and those are both cool covers. If you're a Star Wars fan, you might want to get those. So that's it for my books this week, folks. My top covers, Harley Quinn 59, cover B, that Chew cover. Looks like a nice cover. Conan #4, that Villains variant with Red Goblin. Man, I love that one. I'm a huge Red Goblin fan. I think he's going to be awesome. Cosmic Ghost Rider Destroys the Marvel History #1, that cover C, that Fantastic Four 49 homage. I really like that one. And the Star Wars Vader Dark #1, that cover A, the homage to Frank Frazetta. I like that one. That's kind of a cool looking cover. So my picks this week are Fartnite #1 by Keen Spot. Try to pick up a copy of that one. I think that one's going to do really well. Immortal Hulk #14. Man, I love this series. It's so good. Deadpool #10. It's going to be your first full appearance of Good Knight, who was, like I just said, he showed up, kind of a cameo right on the last page of Deadpool #1, the first issue. Couple honorable mentions. Green Arrow #50, just because it looks like that secret box that can destroy the Justice League is going to, whatever's in it's going to be revealed, so it looks cool. And Avengers No Road Home #4, that is your origin of Nyx, the goddess of night, so that'll be a good one as well. So that is it for my books this week. A couple things coming down the road. I'll get into that first. Venom #14. I showed this on my Instagram. It's a really nice Carnage Battle Lines variant. Holy crap, is that a gorgeous cover. I know I'm pretty sure these were all in a card game if I remember right. But boy, I love that. I love Carnage, and boy, that is a great looking issue. And then while I'm on the topic of Venom, Donny Cates, there's been talk about, wow, Donny Cates is quitting Venom, and no. Okay, he's writing it up to issue 12, so the next issue he's writing that one. And then War of the Realms, the tie-in for War of the Realms with Venom will run 13, 14, and 15. Cullen Bunn is writing those 3 issues just because it's a tie-in to the War of the Realms. Donny Cates and Stegman, they're back with issue #16 continuing on, and don't worry, they're coming back. So, just want to put that to rest, because there's been people out there saying he's not writing Venom anymore, and yeah, he's still writing it. So anyways, and talking about Immortal Hulk, I just have to show these images, because in issue #16, you got the image sitting in the graveyard there, and Bruce Banner and the Hulk have to face an assassin who's out for his blood. And it's funny that he's out for his blood, because they need his blood to mix with Del Fry, who's in that stasis chamber in Shadow Base, to try to create those new monsters. So we'll have to see where the story's going. But and then issue #17, he's in Shadow Base, hunted by the assassin. So I don't know if this assassin is a new character too. So we may be having a new character showing up in the next few issues. So if you're not buying Immortal Hulk, or if you are, keep going with it. And then #18, he's in Shadow Base and he's at war with the Hulk and everything. But the cover for #18 is a wicked looking cover. It's a close up of the Hulk's face. Man, I love that one. Just had to show it for the cover. Anyways, that's it for Immortal Hulk. From Daredevil, you got Daredevil, the God Without Fear. I like how somebody's worded that, because on the cover of War of the Realms #3, there's a Young Guns variant done by Mark Cicchetto, and it looks like Daredevil gets some cosmic powers. I've mentioned this before. Like, there's a couple images where it looks like he's got cosmic powers in his suit and his eyes and everything, and definitely does on that cover. So I don't know what's happening in this War of the Realms, but that's kind of cool that they're calling him the God Without Fear. That'd be a wicked change for him. And now this is a title I don't normally recommend. It's Squirrel Girl #43. Apparently, though, there's a reveal on the last page that is years in the making. So, I think that's one I'll flip through and see if it's worth picking up or not. But just keep your eye out for Squirrel Girl #43. Avengers No Road Home #8. One of the Avengers falls, so it sounds like somebody dies in that one. We'll have to wait and see. Amazing Spider-Man 252. They're doing a facsimile edition, much like they did for Fantastic Four #1, and they're doing for Incredible Hulk 181 coming out soon. So if you're in the market for 252, if you don't have the original one, that's a really good one to pick up because, like all the other ones, it'll be a reprint, a true reprint with all the original ads and that nice cardstock cover and everything. So that comes out that comes out April 17th, I believe. Yeah, April 17th. I mentioned Deadpool #10, that first appearance of Goodnight. You're going to want to get that one because he has a cameo right at the end of Deadpool #1. From DC, you've got Deceased #1. There's 3 covers for that, and boy, they look nice. And it's a mysterious techno virus that affects 600 million people, and then the heroes of the DC universe are all unprepared and have to deal with it, so that looks cool. Spawn 296, Part 1 of the Road to 300 begins with this issue. Although technically it begun a while back because they've been putting out some good stuff with Spawn. And Ice Cream Man #11. I'm only showing this one because I really like cover B. It's just a cool looking cover. It's just him with the bugs crawling in the ice cream. And I'm going to close it out with Blood Realm Volume 2 #1. I know I've showed this one before, but boy, I really like this Blood Realm, the first volume. And just so you know, I was able to get the original cover art to issue 1 of Volume 1 from Robert Geronimo, who's the artist and writer for Blood Realm. He sent that. I'm hoping to have that next week, actually, so I'll show that to you when I get it. But yeah, I got the original artwork for issue 1 of that series. I'm really happy to get that, so I'll show that to you when I get it. But anyways, that's it for my books. A couple spec books. I'm just going to close out with that. Star Wars, this one's been around. This came out in 2015. And it's one of those books, you can still find it if you dig around in back issue bins every once in a while. It went to, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 printings. I can't remember how many printings it went to, but it's not worth a ton of money, but it's a cool book to have. It's the relaunch of Star Wars with Marvel, because I think Dark Horse had it before, so it's a cool looking cover. If you can get it, pick it up. They keep talking about Red Sonja having a movie. Whether she does or not, I don't know, but I mean, Conan's getting pretty popular again. It's only a matter of time. I think this one's been put on the back burner, but this is issue 1 of her own title with Marvel. This is before she left Marvel and everything. But try to find that if you can. It's not too pricey, and it's a pretty good one. She was in a bunch of obviously Conan the Barbarian 23 and 24 was technically her first appearance and everything, but this is her first standalone title, so pick that one up if you can. And I showed this one on Instagram. This one's a little pricey, but I still think it's undervalued by a long shot. It's Avengers 196. It's your first full appearance of the Taskmaster, and I love the cover. It's just it's kind of an iconic cover, and he doesn't get as much love as he should. So if you can find that, if that's one you can find, it's kind of a tough one to find in really nice shape. I don't think a lot of people took care of this one. They didn't think it was really going to go anywhere, so a lot of them are beat up. But this one's, I don't know, this one's probably a 7.5 maybe. It's got a couple spine ticks and stuff on it, but it's in pretty nice shape overall. I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, that's it, folks. Take care, everyone. If you haven't watched Umbrella Academy, boy, go watch it. That is a great series. So take care, everyone. Talk to you later in the week. Bye for now.